Welcome to the Today in History channel. In today's video we will talk about the day, May 4th, 1979. Margaret Thatcher, Prime Minister of the United Kingdom. Born in Grantham, England, in 1925, Margaret Hilda Roberts studied chemical science at Oxford University and worked for 4 years as a chemical researcher. In 1951, she married Denis Thatcher, a senior executive in the oil industry, who introduced her to politics. In 1953, she began to study tax law. She joined the Conservative Party, of which her husband was a member, and in 1959 won a seat in the House of Commons. 2 years later, she was appointed Secretary of State for Social Affairs and then Minister of Education and Science during the term of Conservative Edward Heath. It abolished normative instruction that ordered free distribution of milk in schools, which sparked a wave of protests. Considered the most energetic leader of the right wing of the Conservative Party, in 1975 she succeeded in replacing Heath in the leadership of the party. It drew up a rigorous program to regulate the crisis in the British economy by reducing state intervention. Its main postulates were strict liberalism and monetarism. It also tended to cut social services. It undertook the renegotiation for the United Kingdom's participation in the European Economic Community, now the European Union, and the abolition of union power. Her program received the support of popular opinion, and in 1979 she achieved a wide victory for the Conservatives, becoming the first British and European woman who held the position of Prime Minister. During her government, she managed to reduce inflation, a priority objective, and improve the price of the pound sterling. Due to its strict austerity policies, industrial production has fallen and strikes have increased dramatically. They have tripled since their rise to power. Many companies and banks went bankrupt. In 1982, his vigorous intervention in the Malvinas War excited British public opinion. Later, she would win the elections with the greatest margin of slack a candidate has won since 1935. In 1984, she faced serious social conflicts, especially the miners' strike, which she harshly repressed. In October of that same year, during a congress of her party in Brighton, she suffered an attack, taken over by the IRA, Irish Revolutionary Army, from which she emerged unscathed. Thatcher continued his neoliberal policy, privatizing state-owned companies, education, and various forms of social aid. It fought unemployment and limited the right to strike. With respect to Northern Ireland, it has boosted the opening of talks with the Republic of Ireland and enforced anti-terrorist legislation. In 1987, she won the elections again, albeit with a much smaller margin. Her anti-European measures and, above all, the imposition of the poll tax, the regressive tax for which all adults, regardless of income, had to pay the same rate, reduced their support in their own party, and she had to resign in 1990. Did you like the video? In the description you will find the blog link with the full article. Give an incentive by subscribing to the channel, liking, commenting, and sharing with your friends. Hugs. Until the next.